Harry Potter fans will always admire how parents such as the Weasleys and Lupins would always step up and protect Harry no matter what. Harry Potter franchise shows us the importance of family and friendship. In the world of Harry Potter, these two themes proved to be extremely valuable for the students of Hogwarts, as the school did lack the role model some individuals desperately needed, with the teachers often revealing themselves to be enemies in disguise. This was particularly relatable for Harry, who often found himself placed in danger due to his unfortunate connection with Voldemort. However, that doesn't mean there weren't a few people who were willing to step up and protect Harry as if he was one of their own. In fact, through Harry's eye, fans got to see the length certain parents and guardians would go to make sure that he and the other children were safe from harm. Fans will always remember these parents and their stories. And in this video, I'm gonna show you 7 parents who are the best in the Harry Potter universe. So hello Potterlads, this is your Potterlad Mr. Rajput, and now without wasting any moment, let's begin the video. Number 7. Harry Potter's parents. Sure, James and Lily only spent a year with their child Harry before Voldemort knocked and Avada Kedavra at Godric's Hollow, but that doesn't change the fact that they were excellent parents before their sad deaths and good people too. They were willing to put their lives on the line to join the fight against Voldemort and his loathsome band of Death Eaters, working with the Order of the Phoenix to make the wizarding community a far safer place. And then there's a visit of Voldemort himself. Instead of letting him go to Harry, they both stood up to the Dark Lord. James died first, being callously cut down, and Lily then perished next, with her love actually saving her son from a terrible fate. They may be long gone by the time the story begins, but that shouldn't detract from everything they did during their time alive, and both of Harry's parents sacrificed themselves for Harry's life. Number 6. James Potter. Not much is told about James Potter backstory during the 8 Harry Potter movies, which is pretty understandable given the limited by Warner Bros. Had at their disposal. However, the novel fleshed things out far more, and Sirius Black paints James' parents to be excellent people during the sweet chat during the Order of the Phoenix. Sirius would frequently run away from number 12 Grimmauld Place as a child due to the fact he hated his family, who were purebloods from the beginning, and Sirius tells Harry that it was Mr. and Mrs. Potter who would give him a place to sleep. That means Harry would have had a lovely grandparents, but unfortunately they are long gone by the time he grows up, and Harry actually does see them while staring into the mesmeric mirror of Iris during the event of the Sorcerer's Stone. Number 5. Cedric Diggory. In the Goblet of Fire book and movie, Amos Diggory is the boastful man. He is extremely proud of his son Cedric Diggory, introducing him to Harry and friends just before the Quidditch World Cup. But just because he came across as slightly arrogant doesn't mean he's a bad parent or a bad person. Amos is graceful towards Harry while grieving after Cedric's death, refusing to blame the boy who lived for the devastating incident. He also spurns the chance to receive the winnings from the Three Wizards tournament, which ends up going to Fred and George Weasley. Both Amos and his wife clearly cared dearly for Cedric, as they should. He was a stellar student and would have likely gone on to achieve great things in faith hadn't so cruelly intervened. Number 4. Teddy Lupin. The Deathly Hallows Part 2 movie began with Harry, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger lying how after their narrow escape from Malfoy Manor. They soon break into Gringotts Bank afterwards, stealing Lord Voldemort's Horcrux from the vault of Bellatrix Lestrange herself. Yet, what the blockbuster fails to show is Teddy Lupin being brought into the world. Remus Lupin and Nymphadora Tonks celebrate the birth of their first child by taking him to Shell Cottage. With Harry then named Godfather, the boy who lived feels daunted by this responsibility, wondering if he will be reckless, a mentor as Sirius Black was to him. But the mean Teddy deserves to make the list. Lupin and Tonks were both excellent people and terrific asset to the Order of the Phoenix too. Their deaths are amongst the saddest in the series, with the pair dying during the Battle of the Hogwarts. It wasn't in vain. However, with Voldemort then defeated once and for all. Number 3. Hermione Granger. Hermione Granger's parents only make fleeting cameos during the Potter series. The first in the Chamber of Secrets when they escort their girl in Diagon Alley, and then second is during the opening stage of Deathly Hallows Part 1 when Hermione wipes their memories. Muggles can be iffy about dealing with wizards and witches. For example, just look at the Dursleys, who try to act as if they are obvious to their existence, but the same can be said for the Grangers, who appear to have nothing but sheer pride at the fact their little girl is off to Hogwarts. It's unknown what happened to them after the main story, but it's likely Hermione restored their memories and brought them back from traveling around the world. It would be pretty confusing having such as charms performed on you, but they'd likely having appreciated it was all for her own good. Number 2. Neville Longbottom. In the Sorcerer's Stone, it's established that Neville Longbottom lives with his grandmother. He doesn't mention his parents at all. Sometimes they led many fans to ponder whether they were dead, yet it isn't until the Goblet of Fire that their situation is clarified. Harry learns by Albus Dumbledore's perceive that they were deeply traumatized by Bellatrix Lestrange and Barty Crouch Jr., with the Dew then sentenced for their crimes because they were integral member of the Order of the Phoenix. They makes it extra sickening that Crouch Jr. possessed as Alstor Mad-Eye Moody and teaches him become Hogwarts' latest defense against the Dark Arts teacher. Frank and Alice Longbottom mental health may have declined, but they still maintained their warmth. In the 5th book, during the visit to the St. Mungo's hospital, they gift Neville with the sweet wrapper. The Gryffindor student is told to discard it by his grandmother, but he pockets it instead, showing just how much it means to him. This is noted by Harry, who decided to keep his friend's secret. Number 1. The Weasleys. Harry Potter fans will always admire how parents such as the Weasleys and Lupins would always step up and protect Harry. During Harry's first trip to platform 9 and 3/4, Harry encounters Molly Weasley, and in that moment he has no idea that he just met the person who would be the closest thing he never gets to having a mother of his own. Molly is warm and caring towards Harry, just as protective of the boy who lived as she is her own child. She regularly sticks up for him, especially when Voldemort returned to power during the 4th movie and book. The same can be said for Arthur Weasley too. Though he is a bit of a pushover, he treats Harry like a son, and that's made even sweeter by the fact that they have 7 children of their own to care for. They do a good job with all of their kids turning out alright. The Weasleys are always strapped for cash, but what they lack in money, they make up for in heart, which you could argue is far more important and valuable. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you like this video, and it was a small brief about Harry Potter franchise's characters' parents. I hope you like this video, and if you like, then please like and subscribe. And now I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and goodbye, and stay away from the muggles.